Welcome to Sunday's video, where we take a look at something first, and then we go and dig deep into your comments. Yeah, so let's start off with Chrystia Freeland. Mr. Speaker. Yeah, so what's going on with Chrystia's campaign for Prime Minister of Canada? She's come out with the fact that she wants to take off GST, HST off home loans for houses under 1.5 million for younger people. Where ever heard that before?
So everybody basically is paying GST on their new home. The GST was not meant to apply to the basic necessities of food and housing. That's why the exemption existed in the first place. It is also why today I am announcing that a Pierre Poilievre-led common sense conservative government will axe the sales tax on new homes under $1 million.
Why would anybody in their right mind vote for a second-rate Conservative Party when we could actually have the Conservative Party? The Liberals are backtracking on carbon tax. They're now backtracking and bringing out this no GST on homes under a certain amount. Like I think Poilievre said $1 million, and she's saying 1.5 million. And yeah, why would anybody in the right mind vote for a second-rate Conservative Party under the guise of the Liberal Party, knowing that the Liberal Party could just kick you up the bum at any time and totally screw up the country again and put us into another $60-odd billion into debt? And the other thing as well that's very disturbing about Freeland's campaign is this guy is backing her. Yeah, well, I think it's this guy or maybe the other Randy. It's one of the Randys.
Randy. Who's Randy?
I don't know. I don't know why she even puts that on X, that Randy Bozino is backing her and is with Freeland for Prime Minister of Canada. I really don't know. I have no idea why she would do that. You know, I'm not her biggest fan, obviously. I'd rather have her than Carney, that's for sure. But yeah, I have no idea why she would even do such a thing as to put Randy as a supporter and well, not a sponsor, but a supporter of her campaign to be Prime Minister. Why would you do that? Why? That's the person we have wanting to be Prime Minister of Canada, who is advertising the fact that a known, alleged, corrupted politician is backing her. Yeah, it's absolutely ridiculous. Anyway, let's have a look at your comments. Can't get out. Before we start the comments, let's. I'm just wondering about posting, whether or not we should mix the channel up a little bit. Just asking the regulars or anybody who pops in and wants to watch these videos. I try to post every single day, right? So Sunday to Friday, and I'll miss Saturdays out. I'll have a day off on Saturdays, or give you guys a rest from me. And I post short videos, so they're not shorts, but they're like 3 minutes, 4 minutes maybe. And my visualization of that is there's a lot of channels that post longer videos, you know, like 8 to 20 minutes, 15 minutes. And I know they like to get the mid-roll ads and all that lot. And these guys are obviously using YouTube as a living. I don't use it as a living. I just use it as a place to vent about our government, and hopefully you guys vent back in the comments. But my visualization is it's of somebody waking up in the morning, about to go to work, got the kettle on, 3-minute video, kettle's boiled, quick comment before you go out. Yeah, I'm sick of this, that, and the other two, and that's sort of where I put this channel at. The option would be to make longer videos, would maybe just make them 3 times a week, maybe group the videos into one video, post them a bit later so people watch them in the evening. But I don't really want to do that unless you guys think, yeah, that's a much better idea. I hate watching videos first thing in the morning at 9 or wherever you are. Just give us an idea what where you are when you watch the videos, and whether or not you're good for daily short videos. I know these Sunday ones are a bit longer, but yeah. It's a question I'm always wondering or wanting to ask. So. Canada first. Did Poilievre rebrand the Conservative Party this week? Did he rebrand the party? He seems to have drifted away from Axe the Tax, because that's what... Saying that, if he's drifted away from Axe the Tax, that's because Liberals want to do that. Then what is he drifted away from Axe the Tax on homes, because that's what Liberals want to do. Everything that Poilievre wants to do, the Liberals want to do, because they know it's popular. Charles said,
"Well said, Pierre. Keep supporting Canada and Canadians, Pierre. You will be a great PM. We need to hear that, and not that continuous war with the US and Trudeau Carney and Ford that Trudeau started. It should have never come to this, but this is what you get when you have the WEF, Trudeau and the far left running our country. We should never have become this vulnerable to allow any country to take us over."
They won't take us over. No, that's not going to happen. Definitely not. We've fought for this country. We've fought for Canada. Britain fought for Canada, France fought for Canada, and we even fought so hard that we got all the way to the White House and burned the White House. That's how far, if you check your history, that's how far we got against the Americans. There's no way we're giving that back. No way. Ardale said,
"Thank you, Pierre Poilievre, for finally addressing what is good for Canada and Canadians. First, bring it home, our next PM."
Yeah, I think so, next PM. And we'll talk about that next week. But yeah, Carney's just dodging everything, isn't he? He's dodging all the TV interviews and stuff. So maybe he's going to pull an early election. The rumour is March the 10th, but let's see what happens. We'll talk about that next week. Icky Mac said,
Let's hope whatever happens, the Liberals and NDP get non-party status. Carney is unelected, don't forget.
Yeah, he is. No one's ever voted on Carney. No one's voted him into anywhere. Even the Bank of England. No, he wasn't voted in over there. He's not been voted in here. So, yeah, no one's given him a vote. Margaret said,
"Pierre makes the Liberals look so tacky. Such a decent, straightforward man. Can't wait to cast my vote for him and get our Canada back."
Yeah, let's get back to 2014. JT said,
"No frills in the background proves being in Canada. Nah, he has a green screen covering his window."
So on that video, I addressed a few people who didn't think I was living in Canada. They seemed to believe that I was British in Britain talking about Canadian politics. Yeah, you couldn't be further from the point, could they? And no, it's not a green screen. It's just a glass window that's very scratched, by the way. Moose said,
"Do Canadians really want an appointed WEF Prime Minister?"
That's it, appointed. He will be an appointed Prime Minister, appointed by Liberals or by anyone over the age of 14 who lives anywhere in the world, like China. I did a video last week about losing my rebate check in the bank. If you want to watch that. Just an update on that. No update. They've not found my check yet. Stop free speech. Jagmeet Singh's war on free speech. And yes, I am in Canada. Oh, that was what he was talking about this video. Gibbs says,
"How about we investigate Singh?"
Maybe a good idea. Moose said,
"We hear Trudeau talking about cybersecurity, also known as suppression of free speech."
They just don't want us to. I heard Carney was kicking people out who disagreed with what he was saying.
Something that my government is going to do is to use all of the powers of the federal government, including the emergency powers.
He had people actually removed from the hall. He had halls full of 10, 20 people, and he had one or two people removed because they disagreed with what he was saying. That's democratic, isn't it? Canuck fix and fly.
Singh in his death throes. He's grasping at straws, and who, in their right mind, would listen? Thanks to your hard work, Paul.
Thanks, you fix and fly. I'll have to check your channel out. I wonder if it's a model aircraft channel or something. Krusty Canuck.
I'd be curious to see how much Singh had to hide.
Don't forget to tune into Krusty's channel. Krusty's, he actually broadcast, I think, three times a week, and maybe sometimes at the weekend, and short videos. Good, great channel, ex-forces guy. Rainer said,
You resemble Pierre Poilievre making this announcement in the Arctic. Not really, but there is snow at least. There is another very good conservative channel on YouTube. It's called John Bolton. He's worth watching as well. If you're a liberal, you won't like it. If you're a liberal, we will all like to see you leave. Leave now. Another great show.
Game on! Is Pierre the same as Donald? Is he the same as Donald? I really hope so. I hope he has the same mentality as to wanting the best for Canada, like Donald wants the best for America. Now, I've started calling him Donald because if I use his surname, YouTube tends to get really upset and doesn't push my videos anywhere. So, yeah, let's just call him the Donald. Gibbs said,
I certainly hope he stops all the WEF and Liberal retirement packages.
Yeah, well, they wanted to get all the pensions, didn't they, in October, but looks like that's going to drop off. The only one getting their pension or securing the pension now is Jagmeet. Maria said,
Good morning. Let's hope he does what he says and gets our country back.
Definitely want the country back to where it was. Please stop taxing the Canadian people. And then saying, oh, we give you more back. We give you more back than what we tax. We do. I don't know how we do it, but we do. But I know how you do it. You get 62 billion in debt. That's how you do it. And you don't give more back. Obviously not. Rosie said,
Our drug kingpin has run off again, but the Americans are taking notes. We will get a laundry list of what we will be doing about our drug crisis very soon. Justin is playing a dangerous game, and we are going to suffer for his behaviour. He's been taking kickbacks. I feel it in my gut.
He earns 200, 300,000, 350,000 a year, but his net worth is in the millions. It's in the absolute. I suppose if you're earning that money and everything's paid for, like if you earn your wage, right, whatever wage you're earning, and the government pay for everything, you'd be able to save up, wouldn't you? I think there's more than just saving up though with that guy. Richard said,
Makes me wonder just how long it takes you to make a 3-minute video, laugh out loud. I do know it's more than just 3 minutes.
Yeah, that's I left some outtakes on the back of that one because I kept saying, can I say his name? Elong, instead of Poilievre or Pierre. I kept saying the other name, and it threw my head in, absolutely screwed my head in. So I just threw them at the end of the video, the outtakes. If you missed it, go back and look at Friday's video and look at the outtakes at the end. Yeah, it's just a mad moment. No outtakes here today, sorry. Just me coughing in between a couple of them because I still haven't got rid of that cough yet. I still haven't got rid of it. I've managed to talk for 5 or 10 minutes here, but yeah, I feel a cough coming already. So I'll see you on the next one.